Welcome back to the Bluffton News. It's business report time, and here to share that with us, of course, is Daniella Squicquero. Welcome back, Daniella.
Thanks, Betsy. Good to be here.
So we're going to talk first about some rules that particularly distillery owners and wineries would like to change around South Carolina. So give us the scoop.
Well, actually, as far as wineries and brewers go, they operate on a different set of rules, and they're far less restrictive. This is really pertaining primarily to really to distilleries. There are very, very restrictive rules and laws in the state of South Carolina under which distilleries must operate. And so, as we've talked about, our newest distillery in the state is the Burnt Church Distillery, which is in our very own beautiful Bluffton. And they also are now being in some ways sort of handcuffed by these laws. Now, of course, they were aware of them, but what they're doing right now is working with another 28 people in this party. Those are other distillers as well as lawmakers. These people have come together and they are working to affect these laws and make these rules less restrictive so that they can operate their business a little bit more like what a winery or a brewery would do. And so that would affect not only the ability to operate on Sundays, which currently they cannot do, but that would also make their last call hour, which is currently 7 p.m., later. It would increase the tasting amounts that you are allowed to have. And it would also allow them to begin serving food, which, if you think about it, when you can go and sit down and enjoy some beautiful but pretty strong stuff, probably not a bad idea to have something else in your stomach. So they do believe that this has a good deal of power behind it. They do expect that it will have a favorable outcome. Senator Sean Bennett is actually spearheading this. He penned the bill, so let me make sure I get these numbers right in case people want to look them up. House bill is 3769 and Senate bill is 479. Now they will be having the third reading of these on April 9th, and hopefully they can get these passed. If they can't, they'll have to wait until next year to revisit this again.
Wow. Well, we'll have our fingers crossed because obviously we want our distilleries to be successful, especially Burnt Church, because it is a beautiful facility.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now we're going to move to, I guess the Chamber is going to do some business highlights around town. And our first one up is B-Town, our little meadery.
That's right. Yes, so B-Town Meat and Cider, what a fabulous place that is. And if anybody that is watching our show today hasn't been there, you must go and see them. But it's actually very exciting news. The Greater Bluffton Chamber is beginning a local business spotlight, not just a little spot in the newsletter or something like that, but it's actually going and having something at this business to really highlight what they do. Now, they are having a hybrid sort of situation here. There will be in-person capacity. If you would like to be there in person, you certainly can, or you can also be there virtually. So that will actually be held on Thursday the 8th, and that will be from 11 a.m. to noon. And it is open to the public, just a wonderful way to understand this business. And these will continue to happen. The Chamber will continue to highlight individual business members and really bring the local eye to them.
Excellent. Well, and if you haven't tried it, you really should, because it's an award-winning meat. It really is fantastic. So then we're going to move to, as you always like to give us a little bit of a resource of what's going on around town, and I think we have a coffee coming up.
That's right, we do. So on April 13th from 8 to 9 a.m., there is a Chamber Coffee networking, and this one is still going to be virtual. There's conversation currently happening about when to go back to in-person, how to do so, is it hybrid, all the questions all of us are having, and all the things that we're all trying to work out. But this one will be virtual. And again, that will be on Tuesday, April 13th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So it's quick and easy, in and out, wonderful way to connect with people. And as we get back into, the networking and all of these things that chambers do, this will be continue to be a very good resource. But the more people that join, obviously, the higher power the group. So I encourage everybody to try that out, and it's free for chamber members.
Well, as always, it's good to see you, and it's always great information. Thanks, Daniella.
Glad to be here. Thank you.